Hey guys, it's been a little while since I've done a record corner, so welcome to Record Corner featuring yours truly, Nathan Moore. This is sort of a do over, but I felt compelled to do it for some reason. Um, this is an album called Frank Black and the Catholics, and this is none other than Charles Thompson, the singer from the Pixies, who's also from Cape Cod. Uh, and we met a couple times. He's my favorite songwriter. Anyway, I was a big Pixies fan back in the 90s. I'm still a huge Pixies fan. And when the Pixies broke up, Frank Black started his solo career. He did two albums. And then I think he did one with this band, but it wasn't called, they weren't called the Catholics yet. There's an album called The Cult of Ray, which was recorded by Rick Rubin. Great record, but this was the first Catholics release. I will say that when Frank Black started putting out solo music under the name Frank Black, I listened to those first two records. They didn't hit me. They didn't really hit me till a few years later. But so there was a few year period where I kind of just wasn't listening to Frank Black. And then I went to Newbury Comics one day, and I think it was in 1998. I think. Newbury Comics is the local record chain here in Boston. And I went to Newbury Comics, the one on Newbury Street, and which I think is the original one. And I was going through the CDs and I saw this. And I was like, it really caught my eye. I was like, whoa, Frank Black and the Catholics. So I didn't actually buy it. I think somebody ended up buying it. My sister ended up buying it for me for Christmas or something, like a few months later. This album is so awesome. He has this great band, this amazing guitar player named Lyle Workman, who is this insane shredder. And this album, at that point, I was playing in my band Robots, and we were writing a lot of these lush ballads and with using different time signatures and stuff like that. This made me want to get back into rock and roll because this is the most, like, it's awesome. And they recorded it live to 2-track, which I don't really know exactly what that means, but it's all live. Like there's even little bits where he's talking in between songs and stuff, and it's so awesome. And then I'm gonna tell a quick story because I already told this story before, but it's one of my funniest stories that I have in my arsenal. But there's a song on this album called Solid Gold, and it's like it's a breakup song and he's kind of bitter about it. And and anyway, after this album came out, there were several albums that Frank Black and the Catholics put out. So he had this massive catalog of music that he had written and recorded. But I went to see Frank Black and the Catholics play in Boston, and I just wanted to hear that song Solid Gold. I didn't even know if they would play it. I didn't know if they were still playing the song because it was a few albums ago. But I was going through a really bad breakup, and I was just kind of like annoyed at my ex. I thought she was the devil. And so I went to the show, and I went to the front row and was there for like 2 or 3 hours because there were like 3 opening acts that night. And then finally, when the Catholics come up on stage, Frank Black comes out and he stands there, straps on his guitar, and started playing the opening chords to Solid Gold. And it was one of those moments where I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. So anyway, pick this up if you get a chance. It's Frank Black and the Catholics, their first official self-titled album, and it rocks. So here's Solid Gold. Anyway, guys, God bless you. Hope you have a great day. Spring is on the way.
Ever since I met you, did you let me in? Even when I let you, you promised and pedal to the metal. Mister, it's a sin if you slow down. I give you solid gold, just like a finger. You get